Michelle Miller from CBS Saturday Morning. Welcome to The Dish. Today we hop across the pond to dine at 3 extraordinary eateries making a name for themselves. We meet a British chef who has brought authentic Thai food to London after living in Thailand for nearly 2 decades. Then we meet a chef who uses cooking tools from his native Mexico to enhance his menu's flavors. But first, we head to London's Fitzrovia neighborhood, where we visit a restaurant without a head chef. Carousel, run by half-brothers Ed and Ollie Templeton, invites chefs from around the world to create a tasting menu served for a week. More than 300 chefs have collaborated with the brothers. Our Dana Jacobson sat down with Chef Aaron Turner to discuss his stint at the famed restaurant.
We hang it above the fire to dry.
With 5 different restaurants in Australia, Chef Aaron Turner is pretty comfortable in any kitchen. So when he headed here to London's Carousel this past April, he didn't miss a beat.
So it's a roast chicken skin, because that's the best part of a chicken, with a smoked cod's roe, taramasalada on top.
Really good.
It's got everything there.
And it is the best part of the chicken.
For just 5 days, Turner sharing his favorites from his restaurant Igni with London diners as the chef in residence for Carousel. The concept of a new chef each week may leave the mind spinning, but the stomach's more than satisfied.
This is fantastic. With your mouth full, is it fun to see people eat your food for the first time?
It really is, but it never loses that sense of nervousness and am I doing a good job?
Right.
But, you know, yeah, it's really nice actually to think that I can come over to the other side of the world and have a full room for 5 nights.
It's crazy.
That's kind of cool.
Turner and more than 300 chefs to date have called Carousel home. The restaurant, the family business for Ed and Ollie Templeton, half-brothers who say they were destined to work together.
So our dad was an identical twin.
Okay.
And him and his brother and another brother were in business together.
Okay.
So we kind of grew up in a family business environment, and we actually set up Carousel with our 2 cousins, Anna and Will, who were the son and daughter of the other twin.
The idea for the restaurant sparked a decade ago.
We were all together on holiday, and we were driving back from France with our Uncle Pete. I think all of us separately were kind of complaining about our jobs at the time, saying we needed to do something else, and we were miserable.
Then came the suggestion that they all work together. The group quickly embraced the idea of a pop-up style eatery, with each in the quartet holding a different skill set.
How's the pasta been going down?
Ed brought experience in business and marketing. Ollie, a culinary base, a young chef still in training.
So I'm like, okay, I'm not really ready to open and cook my own food. And we'd done some collaborations, like events, in a pop-up form with chefs around London. And we kind of just took that idea and grew it into, let's just start rotating chefs. We're like, okay, we'll make it like a collaboration. I don't think at the time we kind of consideed
10 years later, you
10 years
still
later.
have a rotating...
Yeah, it's a lot more it's a lot slicker now.
And while getting chefs now is no problem, at the start, it was one of the biggest obstacles.
I remember emailing a restaurant in Stockholm and they thought it was spam. They thought it was some sort of scam. Come to London.
Oh my God, yeah. Well, please come and you'll cook.
Yeah, but again, 10 years down the line, we definitely got a bit of a reputation and people at least know who we are, internationally. So it becomes a lot easier to make these collaborations happen.
They say return visits are common, desired by both chefs and diners. Back this summer, celebrating the restaurant's 10th anniversary, was Carousel's first ever chef in residence, Javier Rodriguez, one of Latin America's 50 best. And while it was his 3rd visit, it's the first the Templetons will never forget.
He was fantastic. He kind of came in and was like, whoa, this is what you need to do.
Things about you were saying you were so young as a chef. You didn't know.
Stuff that we still use is things that he kind of helped put in place 10 years ago.
Each chef leaving a bit of themselves after taking a spin at Carousel, including the likes of Michelin-starred chefs Jeremy Chan, Tom Brown, and Nicholas Ekstedt. Which brings us back to Chef Aaron Turner. His visit, we learned, about 5 years in the making.
Ollie said that he courted you for a little bit. to come here.
Yeah, it was. It was happening, then it didn't happen, and then there was babies, and then there was, new restaurants.
Right.
No staff. Yeah, so it had been a while. I'm glad it happened. I'll leave it to you, just have a taste and see what you think.
As was I, enjoying every bite Turner offered, like this oyster leaf.
That's kind of crazy.
It's a lot of fun, huh?
Yeah.
And a rye crumpet with emulsified honey butter.
There's a little bit of cultured cream on there just to round out all the fattiness.
I'm not putting any of it down. This is so good.
Normally locally sourced in Australia, adjusting his menu was part of the challenge for Turner, but not the biggest.
The most challenging part when you go into any kitchen that isn't your own is finding where everything is.
That's
Because-
like home chefs too, by the
Right.
way.
It just slows you down infinitely.
Yeah.
But Turner didn't really seem to mind.
Have you been enjoying this process here this week?
I have, yeah. It saved the jet lag. And like I said, it's really nice to come over and people wanting to see what we do.
And bring it to people that might never get a chance. to
Yeah,
go to
we've had actually a
Australia.
few guests that said either my sister or my brother-in-law lives in Geelong, or they've been to Igny quite a few times. They're from Melbourne and we've never been able to, so we've come. So it's really nice. Like, it's a nice global
Yeah.
community.
Just so it has more of this melt in your mouth texture.
That sense of community felt from the dining room to the kitchen. All a part of the growth the Templetons see as an intrinsic part of Carousel.
There's this kind of like this push and pull of just like we're learning from people all the time, but they're learning from us, and that's like quite a nice crossover.
I feel like you guys have given a whole new meaning to like the family business somehow. Are you still having fun
Yeah.
working together?
Yeah.
There are stressful moments, obviously.
Of course.
But I think, it's kind of cool to see what it's become. And I think the guests who come here, they might not have heard of the chef. They might have never eaten that type of food before, but they're like, cool, I'm coming. And I think it's a really kind of privileged opportunity to kind of connect, those people and the chefs and the creators that we're working with. And yeah, I don't know, it keeps it fresh and exciting. And yeah, it's very fun.
Up next, we dine at an establishment run by one of the UK's most famous chefs for Thai cuisine. Chef Luke Farrell opened his restaurant Speedboat Bar in London after living in Thailand for nearly 2 decades. With the help from team members from Thailand, Farrell strives to create authentic Thai dishes. Raimi Inocencio met up with Farrell in both his restaurant and his home, 100 miles west of London, where he grows Thai produce to use in his signature recipes.
The heat is on and on and on in the tight kitchen of eatery Speedboat Bar. British founder Luke Farrell is head chef, keeping taste true to the country of his passion with spicy Thai curries, tangy fishes, and crackling meats in the heart of London.
Without compromise, without dumbing it down, without changing it one bit.
Farrell's passion for authentic perfection comes from living in Thailand for nearly 2 decades.
I've got an addiction to chili just like any other Thai person.
He also speaks Thai and still spends much of each year in the kingdom.
And then with a fried egg.
Have you had any criticism by some people saying, oh, a guy, Luke Farrell, a foreigner in Thailand, making Thai food?
It's not my Farang food or my idea of Thai food. It's about copying, basically, the food of Thailand. I'm not ashamed to say that.
And imitation is the best form of
flattery. Exactly.
Right?
With the soul of a Thai restaurant in Bangkok's Chinatown, Speedboat Bar whisks its passengers off on a mouth-watering and for some eye-watering adventure.
I'd like to build up people's tolerance to chili too.
And Farrell's quick to credit his team, several from Thailand, to make sure each dish is on point and on fire.
A lot of my Thai chefs will say, hey Luke, that's not quite right. This isn't how we would do it in Thailand. Oh, stop everything, let's start again.
Kona from northern Thailand is one of them.
When you moved here 8 years ago, did you think, oh, goodbye Thailand, goodbye good Thai food?
Yeah.
You thought that?
But when I work in speedboats, I feel like I'm Thai. I feel like I'm home now, like this. Yeah.
Greenhouses and vegetable garden as well.
Home for Luke Farrell when he's in England is here, his family's countryside estate about 100 miles west of London. in butterfly-filled greenhouses where he grows a truly impressive array of Thai produce normally found in the tropics. With Britain's chill, it's probably one of a kind in the country.
So this is makrut lime leaf. It's used in soups, especially like tom yum, and it's got this wonderful citrus.
I can
flavor.
already smell it from here.
Yeah.
I'm getting a head rush.
Yeah. This is cha om. It doesn't smell amazing when it's raw like that. It's one of those things. See what you think.
I'm not sure.
Let's have a sniff.
Oh God.
Yeah.
It smells like sulfur.
Yeah, it's very sulfurous.
I'm sure it's amazing once it's cooked.
And one of the UK's most famous chefs for Thai cuisine gets cooking just for us in his home kitchen.
We're here in your home. It's really like a beautiful fairy tale farm. How did all this come to be in the first place?
My dad is a butterfly expert, and he had greenhouses here already full of tropical butterflies. The greenhouses in Dorset are only 2.5 hours away from London. We can get stuff up on the same day. You've got tropical rain showers that come on midday in the summer. It's like a farm in Thailand, really, and the taste is the same.
You become your own supply chain.
To start, a 3 crisp salad.
Pork chicharrones.
Right, here.
Yeah, these crispy dried shrimps, and also cashew nuts as well.
Cashews.
In a lime chili bath with coriander and onions.
That is like kind of wake up your palate.
To wake it up to say, all right, here we go.
Here we go. Yeah.
All right.
With taste buds at attention, next we crunch into fried sweet corn fritters.
Goes nicely with some sort of soupy curry and some rice, like nice crispy textures there going on.
That is really hot.
It's hot, right?
I can take spice, but this is pushing my my level of acceptance. Ooh, okay, yeah, that's good.
There's texture too in the crispy chicken skins. You can't eat just one.
Is the most popular thing in the restaurant, and we dress them in this very sort of spicy, sour salt. It makes you sort of go zing when you eat this.
And there's beef tongue curry.
Braised in spices, the tongue is just soft and yielding. It's underappreciated, and it should be considered a delicacy in lots of ways.
For dessert, a not as spicy deep fried pineapple pie with purple taro ice cream.
This is delicious.
It's good, isn't it? It's good.
I'll say that in Thailand, I don't remember quite eating this.
Yeah. Well, that's probably about right, because you'd be a late night thing after a couple of pints and you stumble into a convenience store and grab one of these.
And with that, our Thai feast in the English countryside comes to a close.
I guess I'm trying to get to the motivation of why you love it so much.
I want to share this food with people. I love when my friends come to Thailand, and I love having meals with my Thai friends too. And I want to do that here.
With everything that you've learned in your career, what's a life lesson you want to share?
It's a Thai phrase, it's like have a cool heart, or chai yen yen. That means it's better to sort of not lose your temper and to remain calm, and like that, everything is harmonious and more things get done.
I think there's the Britishism that says keep calm and carry on too.
Something like that, yeah, that makes sense for me.
You're the mix of both worlds.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Hot head, cool heart.
Luke, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Next up, we visit a Mexican restaurant in the heart of London where every recipe is a memory for the head chef. Tucked in London's West End sits chef Santiago Lastra's Fonda, his second restaurant in the city. Since opening his Michelin-starred Cole in 2020, Lastra has transported customers to his native Mexico. Dana Jacobson sat down with Lastra at Fonda to find out why he brings people together and how he represents Mexico in the UK.
It's a piece of Mexico tucked away off Regent Street in London's West End.
Your main course.
Everyday customs, tastes, and flavors
Quesadilla tray.
created by chef Santiago Lastra in the aptly named restaurant, Fonda.
The name Fonda, what does that mean?
So fonda means an eatery. In Mexico, if you're really good at cooking, your family will be like, we have to open a fonda.
You have to share.
Yeah, you have to share with the world your talent. And what people do is they open their garage door and they cook the food that they are famous for.
Lastra's fonda meticulously designed. The colors, textures on the walls, even a pink sloth made of dried agave fibers, all intended to transport diners to his native home. Lastra grew up one of 2 kids in Cuernavaca, Mexico.
I think my memories starts being with my brother.
His brother, Eduardo, his biggest ally from the start.
When I started cooking when I was 14, he was 11. If I run out of eggs, he will go with his flip-flops and he will to the shop, and then he will bring the eggs and just in the middle of the night. It's been a whole journey of so many years, and this concept, it really comes from a collaboration. He's been working on fonda, the color palette, the design, all these little details.
Giving big brother Santiago the ability to focus on the foods of his second London-based Mexican restaurant. The first, Cole, Michelin-starred fine dining. Fonda's cuisine is traditional and accessible.
So that's 4 costras here.
But as I quickly found, as tantalizing as the stories behind it.
So costra is something that you will have after hours in Mexico, in taquerias. So after you went to the club, you know, you did a little bit of dancing, and then it's like 2 or 3, a little drinking, and then 2 or 3 in the morning, or 4, or depends on when your night kind of is kind of fading away.
Yeah.
You go and get some costras. This is ribeye, and you just put a little bit of oil in it and salt.
Fonda's version, not just the traditional steak and cheese.
Nice, beautiful.
But a ribeye aged for 35 days.
Am I flipping this?
Cooked in caramelizing manchego.
Oh, that's right.
And then, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Ah!
Yes. Cheers.
Cheers. Really good. Really good.
For authenticity, Lastra's brought pieces of Mexico to the UK, like this clay comal used to cook their tortillas.
Really gently, just put it here.
Made by hand in Oaxaca, Mexico, Lastra admits needing a few YouTube tutorials before he could master it.
We say in Mexico that if the tortilla puff is that you can get married.
Oh.
But I'm still single, but.
Let's see if I can get married.
Yeah, let's see.
News to my husband.
There. And then no, it's fine. It's popping. It's
Oh,
popping.
it's popping. I can get married. I'm saved.
Those Mexican corn tortillas made daily at Fonda, a part of several dishes, like the short rib mole, ours wrapped with pickled onion and cabbage.
I love mole.
The most powerful dishes, they have powerful memories. Like, for example, why we do this mole dish is because when I was a kid growing up, there's a place called Tepoztlán, and I will go there on the Sundays and order the mole. It's just such a nostalgic feeling. That goes with every single dish. Like, I could be here talking to you for hours about the story of the first time that I had Baja tacos.
Fish tacos inspired by those made famous in Baja California. At Fonda, a cod, cooked tempura style in a thin beer batter with a Marmite yeast reduction, and a guacamole sauce made of pistachios, an easier find in the UK.
So for me, the pistachio is like a really, really refined avocado because it's green, it's fatty, it's sweet.
Next came quesadillas, Lastra using truffle and Oaxaca cheese with habanero creme fraiche and green salsa, his version of a mushroom and cheese delicacy devoured at a highway stop-off in his childhood.
When we were going to Mexico City from Cuernavaca with my family, if my dad was happy, we will stop in the quesadilla.
If not, no food.
No, exactly. And I would be like, no,
We need
I
the
want the
quesadilla.
quesadilla.
Even dessert at Fonda has its roots in Lastra's past, its life in his present. Santiago's cheesecake.
When I was 15, I will sell this cheesecake to my teachers. So first I'll sell it like the whole cheesecake, and then I realized that if I sell it by the slice, I could make more money. Everything was measured by cheesecake slices, you know? If I want an electric guitar, I need how many cheesecake slices I need.
Now whipped and a bit lighter, he says it's more elegant, topped with fermented black currant jam and smoked chili. But just like the cheesecake of his adolescence,
You'd have no problem getting anything, money for the weekend, if this is what it tasted like.
An electric guitar.
Yeah, several electric guitars.
Everything goes in a tortilla.
the only thing sweeter for Lastra has been sharing Fonda's success with his brother and even his mom, who came to visit when the restaurant first opened, applauded by the team at Fonda.
For her it was like super emotional, and he cried, and like she loved the food and everything, and she told me, if you're Mexican and you come here, you will cry, because it's really a gift for London to be able to have that food.
As a Fonda is built to do.
How's it going?
Lastra sharing his gift with his family and the world.
You have sauce?
The idea is to bring people together, you know? I think this place is for people to have fun and be together and share a meal.
Yeah, one more. Yeah, coming right away.
And have the best time, and also to be able to represent Mexico in the UK and in the world.
For more stories like these and live coverage of breaking news, stream us right here on CBS News 24/7. I'm Michelle Miller. We'll see you next time for another helping of The Dish.